We have here is blue and we'll just call her Hot Pig.
So George with Watchman German Shepherds. We're back with Gwenevere Marx of Lehigh Valley
What
Dog
I'm looking
Training,
for is a problem.
doing a temperament test on one of my litters.
I'm looking for a problem to ensue, meaning I'm looking for somebody who is unwilling to share. And there really should be one of those puppies or two in every litter, in every German Shepherd litter. There should be a greedy monger that's going to be a dominant dog that's often the dog that the mother chose that's going to survive. And because of the way that because she's decided that that is her surviving puppy, she will treat that puppy different, which makes that puppy feel righteous, which then makes that puppy be the one that will fight for things. So it's not always a big male. It can be really it's rarely the smallest puppy. It rarely is, but I have seen it. A lot of breeders will choose that to be their pick of the litter. I only do if it's a male and I have somebody really looking for a dominant male. And most breeders, every litter, somebody comes in and wants that big male. Right, most litters.
Yeah, typically.
Okay, nobody wants to fight over the sheep that sounds like a duck. So
Just
because they're smart.
It's usually the guy that likes a red car, too.
Now, we're going to do something a little different here. Whoops. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to take all toys out. So these two go home with this. And these stay here. And we're going to put one of these in. We're going to let each puppy smell it. Chicken jerky is probably, it's kind of expensive. You can get it shaped like actually jerky treats. It is my favorite dog treat to give dogs. There's usually only 2 ingredients, chicken, and then usually something to preserve it a little bit. Yeah. It's high in protein. Chicken tends to be a really easy protein for German Shepherds to digest. That's my favorite treat for them. They're usually about this big, but you can break them easily into pieces. That's what I use. I would rather use that. Well, you know how we like to have single ingredient foods? I like to do the same thing for our dogs for their treats.
Sure.
You never want diarrhea with a puppy or housebreaker. Okay, so I have now dropped that chicken jerky in there. This is not something everybody should do to puppies when they have more than one. This is just for testing purposes. Make sure that's on here. Because this can start something called food aggression. Treat aggression, bone aggression. This could start that. And we're just doing this for testing purposes. So far, blue and black, well, red's in there. They're all in there now. Black is winning. He's got the chicken end. That's why I use this for testing. One end is going to smell and taste better than the other end. All right, so we'll just step back here. Well, you can stay up close, Amber. I'm going to step back. I just want to see what happens. Okay. Black temporary has won it temporarily.
So
And getting down on it.
Gwen is saying this should not be done
The other 3 haven't figured it out.
other than for a brief period for testing, because it can cause the dogs to get what she's calling food aggression. And so we don't want any type of aggression, and we don't want to develop that. But we are seeing a particular trait here as they are vying for the treat.
Wait, the one on the left looks like a larger puppy.
I think you're looking at red here. This one, you look at that one, that's the biggest puppy in here, I think.
Red.
That's red. That's the one that's going to have the flatter, the silkier coat. All right, none of these puppies are actually willing to fight. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
But we don't have light pink in there either. Not maybe a fighter. So if our fighter isn't in there, the rest of them aren't going to know what to do.
Yeah.
Because the fighter's not in there. All right, now I'm going to do another test. And this is going to determine, do we enjoy the fight or do we just want the snack? So I'm going to wait till they're all in there on it, and I'm going to put the second one in there. And let's see who, number one, figures out, wait a minute, I smell that treat somewhere else. And let's see who decides they more want the tug of war than they do the food. Okay, so they're all in here. We're gonna go like this. Let's stick this in here. See, there's another one. There's another one. Okay, blue won, I think for the second time. Oh, blue, blue came up with, blue's like, I'll take them both. All right, this is interesting. Blue found the other one first, but he already had one. He walked away from it, not a greedy puppy. He's happy to let, that's who I would pick for you. I'd pick him for me too. But that's a big tell. He came up on the other one first, maybe by chance, maybe because he's got a good sense of smell. Doesn't matter. He looked at it, he thought about it, he watched the other three run up to it, and he came and got comfortable with his treat. And let them, the other three are fighting over it. Well, no, not fighting. Let me refrain that. They're struggling over it. Okay, so black is seeming to kind of want to, non-confrontational. He's given up. He's like, I guess I don't get one. Like he goes back, but he's not actively really doing much.
Yeah.
Red won it again. Now watch what black does when he gets in here. He's not going to get it, and I bet he walks away in like just a couple of seconds. Well, now he got a good bite on it. Look at red. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so note to all the YouTube viewers that are going to be testing puppies. Do not do this test except to do the test. Don't ever do this more than once to a litter of puppies. You will encourage food aggression, possession aggression, protective, resource guarding. We're going to give everybody one for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take them all at the same time because I don't want them to have that much chicken in their bellies.
Yeah.
It could be a bit of a problem. We don't want to leave George with real soft stools.
I'll call you back.
George, be calm. Okay, so we're just going to give them long past their sense of timing to all have something yummy and good so that nobody feels like they didn't get it. And then we're going to take them all back out from them. And we'll give them toys instead. And while they're busy, let's see if we have any serious
You got the umbrella here.
startling. Yeah, the stupid umbrella thing. But it works to find out the dog startles easily. So watch closely, and what we're looking for, they're allowed to flinch. That would be normal because it's going to be noisy. But if they stay away from their food for more than a half a second, then they belong in the search and rescue field. Everybody flinched a little, nobody left their food. Go a little closer.
Queenie, you get a 1.
Yeah. Okay, so we have to take these before they get diarrhea. So let's go. We'll take them all at the same time. There you go. Sorry, ladies. So sorry, ladies.
So you see how carefully everyone in YouTube land, Gwen was careful not to let anything get to a point of out and out aggression and establish anything like that. And she gave them all a treat, and so it's a very controlled test. And to be conducted strictly as a test in a short period, right, Gwen?
Very short period, and like you said, always monitor that. So now they all smell those treats, they're looking for them, nobody's going to find one, there won't be a problem. It'll be behind them in just 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to study my notes, Michelle,
Yeah.
or I should say Jessica's notes. Okay. All right, pink. Got a 2 on scent. Outgoing is a 3. The higher the number, the more they are doing something. High numbers are not always good, like when you get down to dominant, though. Okay. Not for you because you're looking for a special thing. You're looking for non-dominant and outgoing, correct?
Yeah.
And human-driven. Okay, pink got a 2 for scent, 3 for outgoing, 5 for human. Independent, she's a 3. Dominant, she's a 3. She got a 1 on the box test. That means that she's not a real clever dog. She scored out at a 17. The red got a 1 on scent, not interested in scent at all. Outgoing, she got a 3. That's good. Human interaction, she got a 5 as well. Red is a 5 on independent. Red is also mother dog's pick, and she got a 3 on dominant and a 2 on the box test. Okay, black collar, a 1 on scent, a 5 on outgoing, a 5 on human interaction, a 3 on independence, a 1 on dominant. Okay, so black is going to be a very easygoing dog. A 1 on the box, again, not a real clever dog that we would put into serious scent discrimination work or anything like that. However, she would be okay she'd be all right in any other thing. All right, so blue, I like blue. Blue's a 5 on scent, a 4 on outgoing, a 3 on human, independent 5, 2.5 on dominant. So your least 2 dominant dogs are the black and the blue.
Yeah.
A 5 on the box test. Okay, that's a very clever puppy. That's also a puppy that will open doors. That's your downside to that. Open cabinets. You'll always and forever put your treats up above the counters. Okay? And at least until the dog is completely trained. So the only puppy that got a 5 on the box is the blue one. If you don't pick that puppy, I'm gonna have George maybe direct that puppy into somebody who may want a service dog.
Service dog, yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Now, service dogs who I choose to be a service dog, those dogs, if they don't go into service dog work, they make fantastic pets. And every one of these puppies is going to do well as a family pet, which is what you're looking for. Okay. Now, are you planning on, in the future, bringing another dog into your home?
Probably, I would say probably not, and if we did, not until the dog were 6, 7, 8 years old.
Okay, good plan. All right, and then if you do that, then you want to make sure that, again, you're bringing in, believe it or not, a similar temperament.
Yeah.
So, for instance, I have a 12-year-old female who is exceedingly intelligent, very, 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 would have scored lots of 5s on this. I brought in Nora, who's a very non-dominant dog. Saxy's non-dominant, but she's a self-thinker. Those two kind of can work hand in hand. And I brought in a pup from this kennel here, and they wound up becoming mother and daughter within 2 or 3 weeks. So, yeah, so Saxy was 10 when I brought Nora in, and they're totally mother and daughter. Saxy taught Nora everything from how to work with dogs who have gotten aggressive, all the way down to how to open the pool gate. Okay, all right, so, all right, if you have any questions, I'm gonna run dead on my battery, so if you have any questions before I let you go. Are you holding that so she can see anything?
It's like bad connection as far as her being.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Michelle, what'd you say?
No, I don't have any questions right now. It's just a lot to go through, and
Oh, yeah.
so I think it sounds to me like the obvious one for service, which is not really what I'm looking for, is the blue one, and it sounds like red and black might be might have a slight nod over dark pink for what we're looking for. Dark pink, I think you said that
No,
So,
no.
yeah.
No, the ones that were trying to get out of the box and really kept sticking her head through over and over. Who was that? This one? Okay, that's my fourth pick.
Yeah.
So here are my picks.
Yeah.
Blue number 1, black number 2, dark pink number 3, and red number 4. That's my order of pick for you.
For her, right, Gwen?
For her. For her. Yep, 1 is blue,
Yeah.
and the reason for that is I really like a dog who's scent driven at this age. She's in between independent and human. She likes humans and she's independent. That can be difficult to find. She's low in the dominant scale for you. I like that for me too. She's a very clever dog, meaning she'll be able to open things. That's okay. As far as I'm concerned, that's a good thing. All right. 2 on the black collar. I thought 2 was really cute, and they're all really cute. But I really like the fact that even though she scored low in the box test. She did really well with the human. Really well.
Black now?
Yeah, I'm talking about black now. Black prefers humans over every toy, everything we did. Black is the one that licked my hand, right? To say, I want up now. Okay, and her mother taught her that. Her mother taught her that would be the appropriate way to get something out of her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then your dark pink, all around, nice dog. And then 4 is red. 4 is the red collar. Nothing wrong with that puppy at all. Gorgeous, beautiful puppy. Very independent. Pretty outgoing.
What I liked about
And
that
that's
puppy
Mama's
was
pick.
that the mom had chosen her too.
The mom chose her. Now, the mom chose her, which means she's going to have a little bit of a righteous behavior coming out of the door. Like, she's going to be like, it's all mine. Okay, she's going to walk in your house after the initial, ooh, scary here, no mommy, no other puppies. Within 3 days, she's going to be walking around like, the world is my oyster. Everybody loves me. Nothing wrong with that. Just know that. And she's going to take out of that whatever you add.
Okay.
Okay, so you let her get a.
What did Red score on dominant?
I think a 3. She got a number 3. Now, when you have middle of the road with dominant, what that means is you can turn that puppy more dominant or less dominant by the things you do in the first several months of living with that puppy.
I hear
Okay.
you. This is so great. I'm sure my first dog that we had, I'm sure she would have been a 5 dominant.
Yeah.
She was awesome, but that was just her nature.
Yeah.
We went all through advanced obedience with her, but that was just who she was.
Advanced, yeah. When you talk about obedience, just understand, especially if you're going to a generic place for obedience. Obedience is exactly what it is. It has nothing to do with how a German Shepherd is going to turn out. Nothing. When I say dominance, it's what does the owner do to.
Especially, and of the blue and the black, which do you think will end up being a larger dog than one who was clear?
Red. I think red's going to be the biggest dog. Red collar.
Red would be the biggest. And as between blue and black, what do you said black is the one that's going to have the red head and the full red saddle, and blue.
Okay, blue's going to be a little bit lighter in color. Not in colors. A little bit more red on the head. See, the way you can tell that, you just go backwards this way, and the more red underneath. The more red underneath. That's what's going to wind up her coat once she starts shedding some of her black. You know, German Shepherd puppies are born solid black for the most part.
Yeah.
And then
No, blue will be more red, you said.
They're about the same.
Okay.
All right, let's see. We can go by weight right now. So blue is a hair heavier. A hair. Not enough. They're. Jessica right here, the lady in the pink, she took a puppy from George that was probably born a little premature, and it was half the size of the females. It was a male. That dog is bigger than the biggest female today. So it's kind of, you know, I go by density, not so much weight. Like this red collar, man, is she dense. She's just dense. She's gonna be stocky. She's gonna be tall. She's gonna really long. Look how long she is.
She's gonna be a big girl, isn't she?
Yeah. She's gonna be a good, nice looking girl. Say, don't be stretching me out. Don't be stretching me out. And then we're gonna do a confirmation test on what kind of a novice way to do a confirmation test on a 7-week-old puppy. Maybe check George's YouTube site out for that once he gets that up.
Okay. Yeah, I will. Okay.
And then
thank
call
you.
me.
That's so helpful.
Call me for any questions, training questions especially. You know, you're gonna wind up with a really healthy, normal, loving puppy no matter who you take. Okay?
Yeah, they
They're
all
all
look
really
great.
nice.
It's gonna be an in-person thing, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon when you call. Okay?
That's going to conclude our temperament testing with Gwenevere Marx of Lehigh Valley Dog Training, LehighValleyDog.com. And this is George with Watchman German Shepherds, thanking you for subscribing and share, like. If you have any comments, be glad to answer them if we could, or refer you back to Gwenevere. And so, really appreciate it, and God bless you. Have a great day.